What's good, everyone? Hi and welcome back. So we are jumping into some heavenly delusion. This is episode 9. Last week's episode was very emotional. A lot of you guys were commenting an interesting theory inside the comments, and if that's true, then that would definitely mean that this show is taking place in 2 different timelines, which I find interesting because this whole time I was like, Matter is headed somewhere, right? He has a destination, he's headed somewhere. And I figured he was headed to heaven, or whatever I assumed to be heaven, to find his relative, which to me, I guess, was his sister. But then that was so ambiguous because we're like, why were they apart to begin with? If the future with Matter is if the timeline with Matter is the future and the one with the children in that institution is the past, then there's a few things that we can tie together. Matter's relation to that girl that looks like her. I assume she's pregnant. If that were to be the case, maybe Matter is actually her child. That would be insane. 2, since they were showing in this institution the baby man-eaters, that would explain maybe how these man-eaters started when they first discovered the core inside the body of the kid that died. And all that could be the beginnings of what happens with the man-eaters in the present time with Matter and whatnot. We still have questions regarding the institution, how it's kind of like being controlled by a machine at the end of the day, like an AI of sorts, or some type of machine that seems to actually, that's her body, that's its body and whatnot. So there's a lot of questions there as well. And basically the question would also be like, what happened to the institution? Like, what happened? Yeah, there's a lot of theories you could start thinking up. The fact that you guys said that these 2 are the 2 kids in the institution, I'm like, very interesting. The hair color kind of matches. Then they showed her at the end. Like, that's really crazy if that's the case. I'm not yet familiar with the names. The hair color matched the guy, but like, I don't know about the rest. But they did kind of throw in some things that could make you speculate who they are. So if you guys are right, then y'all are right. The way Homeboy spoke, he didn't give any information about the institution. He didn't like, I feel like he said when they met. I don't remember exactly, but he said like, we met, we've been living here. It doesn't seem like he was saying how they met like from so long ago, like since they were kids. I don't know, but look, let's jump into episode 9. It's called Children of the Nursery. That title seems pretty informative. Like, it seems like they're going to give us an idea of the children of the nursery, which I'm really looking forward to. Let's jump into episode 9. Let's see what information we get out of there. Oh. Okay, backstory on these guys. Floats into the sky and shoots out light. What kind of face does it have? And you're an alien straight up. Ooh, is that why like you end up drawing all kinds of stuff? Because you like opened your eye to... What? What? Whoa, wait, is ASURA not even supposed to be there? Because there's 2 things. The building usually blocks out footage that was taken of things that they don't want the adults to see. But this time, the footage, she doesn't even show up in the footage before everything goes black. So what? Is Asura at the building? Oh, dang. Using the mind's eye there. Okay, some man-eater symbols right there. Bro. Dang, since they were teeny tiny. Why do I feel like it became the building, part of the building? I found out what I need to do, and then they end their physical body, and then I saw the buttons. I saw the buttons. I was like, wait, are those the buttons with the design on them? Is it? Hold on. It was like a bird, right? Wait, this one looks like a different bird though. Am I tripping? Whoever. Okay, first of all, why does he know or feel that something ended Asura? That clearly that looked like, everything about that looked like a choice. And then whoever did that to Asura is coming for Tokyo. We got English people here. Y'all are foreigners. They will be the last. Okay, so yeah. Wow, okay, so that says a lot because that comes from there. That says a lot. Why would it be growing back? I'm pretty sure you're human, but like in this world, honestly, you can do crazy things with your powers. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not trying to go in there, bro. What? You guys were in there when it caved? Oh, you just passing by? From the look of them? So you know, those two specific things were very specific. The sky. And you're always looking at me. His eyes aren't blue. Oh my god. These are who you guys are talking about, right? Saying that that was them older. Am I crazy? Right? That's what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what you guys are saying. And he did like spend a lot of time in his room like making stuff or like with tech. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So she's like still there, just like translucent or something. Why do I feel like they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do? Are they gonna abort? feel like they're gonna abort. But that doesn't. What? Or maybe they're gonna like somehow take and then incubate, so that she doesn't even go through the process and she'll never know she even had a kid. That works for people. That's vicious. That's vicious for people. Why? Why'd you have to do that? Wait, he blocked that part and now they can talk privately? Heck no! Whoa. God, he could be selling all kinds of fake info though. That may have really happened. What caused the great disaster? Did that say alien invasion? That's pretty valid. Floating in the sky. Stop. That looks very much like ASURA, but like, why would ASURA be outside the building? The wings look a little smaller. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. But there's mysterious figures, so more than one. It's a bird? What do you mean that's a bird? There's no beak. The legs don't... Somewhere in Japan. Some sort of special weapon. Yo, I was literally wondering if he was one of the kids, but I threw that out the window so fast just because like there was no evidence of that, and it just crossed my mind. And I'm like, I don't even know who you look like whatever. But what is he saying right now? From the age of 12. I was shut up in a school surrounded by walls. That could be multiple schools. I apologize for calling an emergency meeting with everyone. Ooh, and if this is true, like this was back then when they had these institutions, this does back up the fact that this is a different timeline. Unless they still have existing ones. He's a little triggered. So what happened? He a little sketchy? Is she like a newcomer that got promoted for like fast? They would procreate. How do they raise him? I guess they provide them with what they need, like together. Huh. Bruh. Wow. Why do they care if people try to leave? The women, at least. Like, if they treat the men as, like, their property and pigs, like, then obviously they can be like, ooh, how dare you leave? But why the women? If the women were, like respected citizens and whatever, equal citizens and whatever, if they wanted to leave, why couldn't they leave? Like, I guess it wasn't so much that. Oh my gosh. I was worried. I was like, is the story true? Ah. I wonder if the story is based off a true story though, even if it's not his story. Really? That's the origin, or is it like a branch or something? I don't know, but it definitely has the logo, so that could be very useful. Yeah, I didn't understand when he parked the car either. I was like, what do you mean so we could talk privately? Like, it looks like the place was emptied already. Yeah. Oh, that sounds... How'd you find your way all the way over there, boy? Ooh, what kind of drawing? Yeah, it does look like a bird, huh? Yeah. I don't think it's just a graffiti. So could he find his parents older? But then why would they have been split up so far? I don't know. Oh my god. Maybe he was he was taken away. I think they are taking the baby from her. That would explain him being elsewhere. Okay, I don't know. According to Leaflet, it has 2 facilities and 18 branches. Yes, I think the facilities is what we're looking for. It's ominous. Yeah. See? Yo, they're losing their minds. I mean... Wait, why are they more like, who's the father? Like, what does that mean? Okay, all right. As I suspected, they know she's pregnant, and I do think that they're gonna take the baby away. I don't know what kind of tech they have. It's really early in her pregnancy, so I don't know how. I don't think you can take the baby that early and then incubate it and it still grows just fine. I don't think we have that kind of tech for us now, but this show, they have all kinds of shit going on, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to do that in the show. And I get the feeling that that might be what happens if we're thinking of past and future timelines. That would explain Matter. If Matter happens to be her kid, that would explain their separation. And I just wonder if they are, I don't know. I have so many questions. That's crazy. It still comes down to the fact that, yeah, they never taught them these concepts or anything. I don't know how natural it is in human nature to just get to it, but I think it's very natural. But I guess at their age, it isn't as natural. Them being raised in an environment where I guess they would seek to who they're being taught from, and yet who they're being taught from never taught them about this. So maybe their mind wouldn't think that there is something else to know. And so it wouldn't open, basically in this institution, it seems like they're not open to access their human curiosity. So they wouldn't have as much opportunity to just discover, because honestly, they wouldn't even be able to meet up like that at night, except the building is what's allowing them to do that by editing the footage. Their curiosity is being blocked out. The adults don't know about it. So in this institution, it seems like, yeah, normally they should never know and discover these things, especially with how careful they are in separating them and observing them and what they teach them, what they have exposure to. But the building, I'm just saying the building, I don't even know, maybe it's ASURA now, I don't know what's going on, but the building is allowing them to discover that curiosity, sending pictures amongst them. I don't know, Kona had some insight on love. I'm not exactly sure where he got it yet, but I'm sure he got it somehow. And because the adults are not able to oversee everything that they're doing because the building is hiding it, Normally they probably would have caught this, stopped it right away, and it would have never happened. But the other thing is, like, again, we still don't know the adults' intentions with these children. It's clearly an experiment. It's clearly like this thing that a lot of adults are a part of. 2 facilities, 18 branches. It's a big thing from what I understand. So there's definitely a lot going on here, as well as the little baby man-eater things. Like, what is happening? When they found out that Tokyo's pregnant, of course they're shocked because, like, how did this happen? They're so young. How did this happen in this facility and y'all didn't know about it? All these questions. But I feel like they really ran to, like, who's the father? Like, I feel like that was interesting. Why? I guess maybe because they know Tokyo's the mother, so now they just want to know who's the father. That could just be as simple as that. Or maybe there's something about the boys that is relevant. I don't know. Yeah, that is crazy. The show is definitely really good at having the mystery and the questioning and all that good stuff, guys. So we will see what happens next week, what happens after this, what more we'll find out. I'm really excited. So thank you for watching. Leave how you feel thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all again in my next video. So thank you so much, and bye!